Ladies and gentlemen, a good friend and previous presenter to our conferences, and yes, through the marvel of a technology known as the telephone. Please welcome the Associate Director for Digital Health for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, Bakul Patel.
Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Bakul, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person for this year. So I want to take a few minutes and thank you, Leslie, for inviting me and having me and accommodating me in the last minute. Can you guys hear me clearly? Yes. Great. I want to take a few minutes to just share the progress that we have made in the last year since I spoke last year. Last year we talked about this concept. We launched on the pre-certification pilot, and we announced the 9 tech companies and med tech companies to join the pilot to help us build the program. We have come a long way. I can tell you this entire effort has been great from a couple of aspects. One is we are looking at ways to work more efficiently with everybody. That includes tech companies, non-med tech, medical device technology companies, and folks who are actually building this innovative technologies. We want to drive towards this concept of timing, the benefits in timing. That means faster to market, experience, which means the ability to work collaborative with FDA, and predictability, sharing exactly what is expected not just for FDA, but for public health. We've been successful in sort of inching away at and making progress towards promoting innovative technologies, but at the same time maintaining our standard of safety and effectiveness that everybody is looking towards. We started this program with this concept of, what if we appraise a company and find out they're great? Can we leverage that knowledge to then further take into account how that products made by those companies could be easier to review, and perhaps even talk about improving the post-market part of real-world monitoring. So we've been taking a very broad and a total life cycle approach towards doing that. But having said that, made a lot of progress. We have shared continuously the updates. It's a new FDA that we are moving towards, where we are looking at working very collaborative with everybody in the space, and we're open to other technologies who've been on the sidelines. And I remember 3-4 years ago, people talked about we shouldn't talk to FDA because we may have to do a lot more things. We are here now saying everybody should be working towards building safe and effective technologies, and we are creating a program, in the path of creating a program that actually will be a glide path for people who can start making solutions that are truly useful for all of us. So having said that, I wanted to give you sort of a brief update on where we are and where we are going. And today where we are is we spent the year working with the 9 companies and others, and to inform the build of the program. And starting next year, we're going to, before that, by end of this year, around that time frame, we'll be publishing an update, and that we are calling as version 1.0 of the program, which will have lots of details articulated. At the same time, a test plan for how we're going to test the program next year. And that's really what we're trying to do, is build a program by actually doing it and testing it, so that the program and the regulatory oversight that ends up to be defined as something that's very close to how products are being made. I do want to encourage everybody to reach out to us and provide us input. Now, I started the process last year. We have been very collaborative. We are growing the team as well here. So a plug-in for people who are interested in joining the digital health team in shaping this program would be more than welcome. But more importantly, I want to know how this program will affect you, and can we be true to our promise about delivering the benefits of time to market with a very shortened review period, with the experience that we all gain to see, not just for FDA, but also for people who are engaging in the regulatory process. And is there a clarity and predictability in the scope what is expected of people is something that we're looking for. With that, I'm going to stop right here and turn it back to you guys. But it's a pleasure for me to be here and talking to you guys. I'm really sorry I couldn't be there in person for various kinds of reasons. And thank you, Leslie, for having me.